We've got to reduce global emissions by 45% by 2030. That's 8 years away. For over a decade, many of the worst emitting companies on the planet, the big oil and gas companies, have been claiming to care about sustainability. And yet we see that graph of emissions just keeps going up.
So according to just how much pollution we're emitting as a country, we're at the same level of the top 12 producers in the world, and yet we're not nearly generating enough income or revenue as they are. So there's a serious problem there.
Some of the biggest companies in South Africa are also companies that are significant contributors to climate change. But what they have done and what their advertisers have done is realized, well, this is a trend. You know, in order to get credibility with your clients and in order to look like you give a damn about what's going on in the world, you've got to put it out there that you care about the environment, but that is all they're doing.
The bulk of the investments that these fossil fuel companies are making is going into searching for new sources of fossil fuels, but the bulk of their advertising spend is on pushing the renewables and the green solutions. So we're getting this totally inverse message.
The reason why that is so dangerous is because it lulls people into a false sense of security. If everything you see every day tells you that the people in our society with power care about these issues and are acting to address them, you don't feel like there's any sense of urgency or need to act.
One of our 4 values is passion, which means that we only work with brands and businesses and people that we're passionate about. So that means not only do they're people that we like or we think they're a cool brand, but ones that we believe in. We were approached about a month ago for a big piece of work to do some PR and communications around a foreign company that was coming here for mining in Durban. They were basically seismic drilling. They wanted to come to South Africa, seismic drill all over the place, do a whole lot of PR around mining in Durban, blah, 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 blah. We had signed your pledge, and it actually gave me a bit of backup to be able to go back to them and say, I mean, we would have turned down the business anyway, but I was able to go to them and say, listen, actually, we've signed this pledge, and so, you know, very nice to have met you, but we're not going to be able to work for you. Thank you very much.
What are some of the difficulties and, of course, the financial implications of dropping fossil fuel clients?
There are 2 kinds of clients. One, the first type is the kind that sees you as a partner. With those kind of clients, you can have that 2-way dialogue. They look to you, and you can challenge. You can build up conversations. The second part of clients are people that won't listen to you. You there as their supplier. They say we pay you, and you must do what we want. Obviously, when you're a bigger agency and you're working with networks, there's somewhere far up in the head office somewhere else who says, well, you've got to work with them. But I think even on individual levels, you have a choice to be able to say, I don't want to work on this business. But in terms of the financial implications, I can tell you now there's enough business out there. I personally don't feel like you have to go for something just because someone throws money at you.
But there will always be another agency that will pick up that client, right?
Yeah. Look, there's always going to be. And if you go through the world going, you know what, I'm not, I might as well litter because someone behind me is going to litter anyway. You can have that mindset, or you can go, you know what, every little bit's going to make a difference, and one by one, let's just start.
My message to the leaders of the creative industry is, when are you going to realize that this is a serious issue?
Your future employees care about the environment, and we want to see that change. So it really is a case of, like, if you want us, that is the change that you have to make.
I just want to say that it is okay, to turn down things that don't align with you morally. And I feel that with that, agencies should provide an alternative.
I think let's not take for granted the power that we sort of have. The power in the sense of the campaigns that we sort of put out there.
As the employees, we are the ones who can push the envelope and say, hey, yes, we have recycled bins in the office, but what is it that we're doing on a global scale, since we're a global company, in order to make sure that we're accountable and to make sure that our clients are accountable?